Onward! What is my task?
What is this particular house of the moon?
Whatever you desire. Nothing to it.
It shall be.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Our cursed brethren are dead. If Irenicus hopes to steal the blade, the more of you will be sent screaming back to the pits. Your wounds are many. Never! I will die before I give you my blade. Then you shall die, and I shall have it. There's more power in it than you know. I'm actually really good at fighting demons. Really vain. Grant me. Wait, I must.
Consider it done.
Okay then.
CEO, the DG,
On my honor. I will do my best.
Chainmail. Moonblade. The weapon has become one of the most basic symbols of Sundanessellar. It is truly ancient and said to have been wielded by the founder of the long-ruined myth Rin. It can only be used by its chosen, a citizen of the city that has proven their worth in a series of mysterious tests unknown to any outsider.
To the task at hand.
Roots of elven kind. Meh. Alright, well, I got the
Yes.
thing, so...
Very well.
Let's have you do it.
Done.
Alright.
As you will. as you ask. It shall be.
I remember this being tougher than it is.
Consider it done. I await your word.
There's definitely something in there.
Yes, it shall be.
The best surfacer is a dead surfacer.
Alas, guard duty grows tedious. Let's get down to killing you. Oh, I suppose I should be official about this. You there, all citizens must stay indoors under threat of death. The High Priestess is being punished for her part in our master's curse. You shall be slain for even thinking to approach our house. It's kind of unfortunate for you, though. I'm really good at killing demons. That's okay. I forgive you. Oh, super.
What is it?
Is that him already?
What is my task?
Alright, I guess I'll pay attention to you.
No use. Her weapons have no use.
Just get in here and kill it dead.
Consider it done. I will do my best.
Strangers, if you are not servants of the exile, then aid me against these creatures, I beg of you.
Sure. I will.
Yes.
It's of no use. My weapon is of no use.
This weapon has no effect.
Get out of here, little.
On my honor. Yes.
Well, it's all fixed. Girdle of Stone Giant Strength. What else need a belt, perhaps? Everyone good. Actually, this one. I will get that one. Perfect.
Yes? Very well.
Thank you for your assistance, strangers.
Forgive me if I reward your effort with questions. How did you come to be here? Our city is not usually found by outsiders, doubly so with the exile employing his magics to hide us. It is beyond fortuitous that you stumbled here unknowing. I sought Irenicus for my own reasons, but now I seek to help you as well. It is our folly that if we think his terror would be isolated. I apologize if he pained you, for we are partially to blame for each act of evil he survives to commit. We will seek to make reparations when this matter is done, but the exile is firmly in control at the moment. We are at his mercy. I hope to continue to be so if I don't start getting some answers. What caused this? And to feel it is a mistake to keep this amongst us exclusively. The consequences have been far-reaching and have proven especially difficult to dispel. I'm not so concerned with the shame of our people over Irenicus and Bodhi. What good is our silence if the city is crushed because we would not seek help? You are not an elf. It must be difficult to fathom why we are so hesitant to speak of this. Hopefully you will come to understand. The exiles were not always as you know them now. They once had names that I would have been proud to speak, and were as worthy of any other's praise. They have fallen far from that lofty perch. I see no trace of worth in them now. Certainly you're entitled to your misgivings. We would not be here if not given by powerful emotions, and the exile is good at provoking reaction. He has garnered the strongest of reactions from us, his own people, for we have wronged him greater than any other. He is a criminal that knows no bounds. Yes, he was elven as we are, but no longer. Queen Ellisime has cast him out, for he had proven he was not elven at heart. And what about Bodhi? She and he were well known in the elven court of Sundanessellar. He, at least, was a great asset to our kind and kin. He was the greatest of our mages, as skilled as any of elven blood could be without divine assistance. He even had the favor of the queen, and it was not enough. Of the two, the sister was the insatiable one. She was not as regarded, but she held a great influence over her brother and pulled him into her madness. Go on. Together they sought more than was possible. They wished the power of the gods, and they were not concerned about the consequences. Well, at least your entire civilization wasn't destroyed, and a god or goddess of magic wasn't obliterated in the process. So you have that going for you, which is nice. He of the exiles performed the dark ritual and committed a grave offense against the greatest symbol of our longevity, the Tree of Life. He sought to merge his essence with the divine tree, draining it and stealing its energy. He failed, but there was a price to pay for the rest of us. He disrupted the elven connection to land and nature. It was a great shock that ran through Sundanessellar, and many of our weaker citizens lay near death. That he would endanger so many for he and his sister's selfish goals was one thing, but to threaten the very nature of what makes us who we are was unfathomable. Why was he not killed outright? It would have saved us a lot of trouble. It fell to Ellisime to judge the crime, and she was harsh, having forsaken everything elven. He would be outcast so that he might learn how precious our ways are. Of spiritually high regard, Ellisime petitioned the gods, and a divine curse was placed upon the exiles. All their connection to the elven spirit was severed. Ellisime thought it a punishment worse than death, a life no longer than a human's, and their elven spirits banished from the paradise all elven kind was entitled to. The sister exposed herself to vampirism to try and counteract the divine curse, but the gods are not routed so easily. The brother did not risk the same. A better man would have learned to appreciate what he had lost, perhaps learning humility and to make amends. He did not prove to be a better man. I would say not. I have experienced the hatred that drives Irenicus. We had hoped this would turn out better. The exile has found a way to restore himself, has made pacts with our most despised enemies, and has resumed his original plot. I'll seek him because of his restoration. He's harmed me and those dear to me. I have no way to accurately measure the cost of our decisions on you. Reparations will be made if there's anyone left here to make them. I am still in shock that this had happened. So much of Sundanessellar's defenses were away. Battling the drow and their incursion at the temple, we were left weak. One group of exiles helping another, so full of their petty hatred and jealousy that they would stop at nothing to strike at our hearts. The exile brought to the city magical constructs and demons, a black dragon which landed to the northwest. I have been trying to fight, but there are too many. Elhan spoke of Ellisime and how she might be able to help. The exile has ceded to the streets with his minions and taken Ellisime to the palace. I've made an attempt to enter, but it is sealed tight. Whether you search for the queen or seek the exile for reasons of your own, you will have to get into the palace and deal with the monsters on the streets. And I believe there's a way to both at the same time, though it will not be easy. No, I've seen to it that will not be easy. I obviously do not have the strength myself to complete the task. I think perhaps as you do. If I tell you what is to be done, will you do it? I will. How are these creatures to be stopped? The temple is dedicated to Rilifane Relithil. He can summon the spirit defenders of the forest to protect us, and he has the power to break the seal on the palace. But the Leaf Lord must be awakened, his avatar summoned. In order for the spirits to come, the exile's creatures have desecrated the temple and stolen the artifacts I need. The artifacts are lost in the city, held by the exile's minions, perhaps even the black dragon in the northwest. There are 3, a talisman of Rilifane, a golden cup, and a moonblade. Go into the temple, which will most likely be guarded, and place the items on the statue in the center. This will summon the avatar to our defense. Are you certain? I believe so, stranger. I cannot be sure. But only Rilifane has the power. Go, please. The longer you wait, the more the elves will suffer. Quickly.
Get on with it. Very well. I got something.
Done.
Fine, I won't steal from you.
As you
All right.
please.
This way. To the final of 3 dragons in this game.
What is my task? It shall be. Consider it done.
some.
Steel.
Yep, there he certainly is. Nizidramaniate. Nizidramaniate.
On my honor.
Interesting. Okay.
Incurtus. Fulcrum.
Just don't like that actor. Okay, it's time to get the it's time to get our buff on.
Something you need.
Huh? I'm waiting.
Everyone still does have protection from evil. How long does that spell last? It must quite a long time. Not that I'm complaining or anything. Quite impressed, actually. Does she still have her? No, she does not. So,
What? Just as I would have thought.
Black dragons usually spit acid, so having fire resistance isn't going to do me too much good, but nonetheless.
Get on with it.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I think we are as ready as we're going to get. Food. Irenicus has sent lunch at last. Well, I grow tired of this. Treasure or no, Nizadramaniot is no pathetic soldier to guard over a tarnished cup. Evil worm, you shall slay no more innocents in this city. Die. Excellent, and do enjoy it when they struggle. What is my, oh yeah, oh my, yes. Okay, you also bash him over the head.
What is it?
Okay, where is... He needs to do that. She needs to do this. There she is.
To battle! Extreme you die! To battle! No regrets! Not good.
Item is on the ground.
That's the plot item.
No, I can carry nothing else. Your item is on the ground.
That. So don't need that. Definitely don't need that. She needs that. It's in her chain +4. Ooh. Oh my. Ooh. Oh. Oh wow. Oh my. Yes.
I am hidden.
Consider it done.
Well, I guess while we're still
We may proceed.
engorged on magic out of our minds, we can make our way. I've already dealt with this whole area.
I will do my best.
I'm not gonna go back there. We're gonna go over.
I am hidden. We may proceed.
Yes.
My weapon is of no use.
Oh, hi there. One of you has a name. Oh, you, okay.
My weapon is of no use. Next time.
My spellcraft has been interrupted. I wouldn't dream of refusing. This weapon has no effect. Very well.
Speak without hesitation. I am hidden. You may proceed.
No time at all.
I am hidden.
Done.
You may proceed.
Wonderful. So, more Rakshasas, but this time a new demon and a wizard. It's fun wrecking that demon's world. He's still. Oh no, he's not. Atrocity, Jotar, you continue to surprise me. But it ends here. Irenicus must not be disturbed during his ritual. You cannot stop me, slave. Your master does not realize what power I wield. His curse is lifted. You are nothing next to Irenicus. He does not even need to be bothered, for I shall kill you myself. Oh, did it not work?
What is my task? The weapon does nothing.
You will fall by my hand.
On my honor. As you
Out for the meteor swarm.
It shall be.
I am hidden. We may proceed.
They're all in trouble.
All will be done that can be done.
No more shall the temple be defiled.
The avatar of the Great Oak stands before you, mortals. What transpires here that requires the attention of the Leaf Lord?
The mage, John Irenicus, has... the exile has returned. who was once of the elves but is no longer survives yet. Once again he commits the sacrilege against the tree of life. The exile projects himself with power that corrupts nature. I cannot touch him. He holds she who is of my blood imprisoned with corruption. He uses her linked to the tree of life to drain its power. Why, what's he going to... The exile seeks to join the Seldarine. The exile seeks to become a god, as he sought once before. So, they think they can do it better than Karsus, eh? The first of the Seldarine would never permit it. The tree of life must not perish, or our children will suffer. The spirits of this wood be called upon to defeat the evil that the exile has brought into our midst. Rise, spirits, it is I, Rilfane Ralathil of the Seldarine, who calls you. Defend our children this day. And you, mortal, you seek to defeat the exile. Free she who is of my blood from this corruption, and she will sever the link he uses. But Irenicus says, the exile blocks your way, sealing the gates to the great palace. I shall unseal them. It is done. I can do no more.
I am hidden. We may proceed.
Rilfane be praised.
I am hidden. We may
Consider it done. You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I await your word.
You have my greetings, faithful one.
Bless you, stranger. The Avatar has released the guardian spirits. The city is saved and the palace is open for you. Go and help our queen. The exile holds her within. If you need healing or supplies, I shall be happy to help you. Rilfane has blessed you, and what services our temple offers for a pittance. The soldiers of Una offered some of their weapons and supplies. Alright, let's see what you got. I have some money. Particularly need anything else. I'm good. What about those protection spells I see so much about? Run into those potions of heroism as well. There you go, wife. Staff of the Woodlands. Sadly, no one in my party can use it. I think it's just usable for druids. Works in class secondary.
It shall
Here we
be.
go.
The fair folk rarely have time for small talk.
Yes? Consider it done.
Troubled times are upon us.
You must gather your party before venturing forth. I will do my best. Yes.
tree simmers slightly as you look at it. A palpable feeling of magic emanates from it. The unusually large nuts in the branches above are a tempting sight. You could pick them if you wish to. Gather all the nuts. There seems to be two distinct types. A smaller nut that does not open no matter how hard you pry, and a larger one that that opens to allow access to an edible nut within. Items here. Oh, and this is yours. Try not to spend them all in one place there, bud.
Very well.
Flows down in a rush from some unknown source. There's an odd play of shadows deep within the pool.
Done.
There are chunks of broken mortar around the statue. It appears to have had a piece broken off. You can look more closely if you wish to. Closer you move to the statue, and to your surprise, it begins to move. The stone head turns towards you, and the mouth moves, but no sound comes out. The statue holds out its hands as if it's asking for something, and a look of profound sorrow mars its smooth marble features. After a brief moment, the statue moves back to its original position and moves no more. So I believe there is something I need to find for all
As
this.
you ask.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
It shall be.
The Temple of Relafane. Pieces of broken mortar, eh?
What is it?
Consider it
You
done.
must gather your party before venturing forth.
I await your word.
Maybe not found here. I feel like I've missed something. I'm just not entirely certain what. I went to the House of the Moon already. I've already been here.
It shall be.
House of the Horn. This must be it right here.
This cannot be happening! It cannot!
The guardians have been raised. Praise be to the great oak. Thank you, stranger. You have saved us.
Consider it done.
All right, then. Whatever you want.
if you say so.
Whatever I can do to help.
Okay, I think we found what we were looking for. I think everyone has a worthwhile cloak, and the elven cloak is nice, but meh. Alright.
I will
Okay,
do my best.
everyone's got their thing. Let's get out of here.
Yes.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Very well.
Okay, I found a horn. Is this enough?
Done.
Thing that you want? Under the statue's lips and his hands raised to steady the instrument. It was a clear, powerful noise in the horn. Fall silent. So I need to find another horn. Okay. That's just super. Crying out loud. Did I not?
As you ask.
I don't think I went to this one.
What is my task? It shall be.
Yeah, I'm sure this is all fine.
Consider it done.
Everything, there's no, alright. Let's get out of here. I should just left you all back. Alright, at least this one wasn't as far as the other one. It's kind of amazing how much experience you get in this game, yet it only lets you go so far. I mean, I understand why, and I mean, it did lift that limit. That's why I'm able to level up, like, right now, but...
It shall
You
be.
must gather
the
your
fact that
party
it's like,
before
I leveled
venturing
up to the
forth.
maximum that OG Baldur's Gate 2 allowed, like, a while ago.
Consider it done.
And it plays the heart. And in we go.
On my honor.
You feel it tingling as you approach the stairs, feeling a touch which you instinctively recognize as your own soul. Irenicus is near, in the next room. You pause, knowing that you may not survive the battle to come. You have little choice, however. Without your soul, your fate is grim, a grim and certain one. You turn and regard those who remain in your party. You feel a need, perhaps, to ascertain their loyalty, their friendship, or to offer a chance to reconsider. There's nothing more to be said. Without further word, you turn grimly back to the stairs before you. Your soul awaits.
I will do my best.
Wait, who comes? You are the child of Baal, aren't you? The one that John boasted of stealing power from. He claimed to have slain you.
He very nearly did, and I intend to return the favor. I am Ellisime, Queen of Sundanessellar. Jotar has me at the center of this tree, trapped in a cage of corruptive magics. This is as far as I could have been able to send my image. Jotar, the one you know as Irenicus, he is drawing power from the Tree of Life into himself. There are parasites attached to the tree, draining it for him. I do not know what manner of parasites these things are, but they formed from corruption itself, I fear. They feed Jotar the power and maintain my cage. Whether you are here to save my people or simply kill the one who has tormented you, I care not. One thing must be done. The parasites of the Tree of Life must die. Do that, and I can sever John's connection to the tree, and then, and only then, might I be killed. I believe he has protected the parasites somehow. I do not know. Hurry! Let's go.
Yes? Yes. Very well.
The smaller nuts in your pack is to grow to extend. Surprise, you place it in the branch of your feet, and it grows and twists in an alarming way, soon melding with the Tree of Life. The tree grows from a path to the far branch you now pass.
Done. Of course.
Let's see. Nothing like you've ever seen before. Four snake-like appendages protrude from its swollen body, serving themselves through the branch of the tree. The parasite is sucking the very life out of the tree. It can attack. This attacks way too much good.
am hidden. We may proceed.
Those things. Okay, so one more left.
I am hidden. We may proceed.
How many of those traps do you have? She has 3 of them. Alright,
My trap is set.
It shall be.
I am hidden. We may proceed.
Consider it done.
I am hidden. We may proceed.
I'm gonna grab around here and explore the rest of the map. Sarah's incomplete and needs no. Why would